Hour 8, text G, from the Homeric Hymn to Demeter, lines 233 to 241. And this is setting up the story in the sense that we see baby Dēmophōn growing up. This is before the parents of Dēmophōn mess everything up. And the babysitter, who is none other than the goddess of vegetation herself, Demeter, is the one who nourishes the baby, and the baby just shoots up like a beautiful plant. Okay, a mutant plant, but still beautiful, maybe all the more so. And in this context, the baby is described as Īsos Daimoni. In the original Greek, the order is reversed. It's Daimoni Īsos, and we translate it as equal to a superhuman force. And if we can go back to Hour 8, text F, where we saw the Lament of Thetis, we notice that there, when Thetis was lamenting the death of Achilles and how painstakingly she was bringing him up, he was described as shooting up like a beautiful young plant, again, a mutant plant. And there, the expression was, anedramen Ernei Īsos. He shot up like a plant. So there the metaphor is even more direct. Achilles is equal to a beautiful young plant. And that's very proper for a song of mourning. Now going back to the way the Homeric Hymn to Demeter describes the growing of baby Dēmophōn, it's less explicitly vegetal. It's he shot up like a Daimon, but the plant metaphor is definitely there. And another thing I like about this comparison, there's so many ways we can draw out meaning from comparing these two passages, from the Iliad and from the Homeric Hymn to Demeter. I like the fact that when the baby is asleep, he is like a smoldering log. And we won't have time to go into it here, but the myth of the hero Meleager, who has a twin who is a smoldering log, it comes to mind here because in that myth, which is not in our Iliad, you have to find it in a lyric composition. Epic doesn't have this particular detail in the myth. When the mother of Meleager gets really angry at Meleager, she takes the smoldering log, throws it into the fireplace. The smoldering log goes up in flames. Meanwhile, Meleager on the battlefield goes up in flames too. And that's the end of Meleager for them anyway. And so I'm just saying that there's so many little details here that evoke other moments in epic, but for us, the way this passage can be used as a point of comparison for how Thetis mourns the death of her one and only baby protege, who is her son Achilles, is very similar to what happens to this baby protege.
Absolutely.